Hockenheim is a bit of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It has two very different characters. Around the stadium complex, the corners are slow and tight, but most of the circuit is a series of fast straights punctuated by chicanes.
Thank you, Murray, and welcome to round 10 of the F199 season. So it's my home Grand Prix at the Hockenheim Ring, and it's a bit of a wet one this weekend, so qualifying and the race will be affected by rain as we have a look at the championship table. So Irvine nearly 20 points in lead from myself, and I'm a point ahead of Mika Hakkinen. Constructors, Ferrari got a healthy lead over McLaren and Jordan, so hopefully we can close that down as we go into qualifying. So on the dry tyres here, because it has stopped raining, through the Ost curve chicane, I'm not really sure what to call it. It had a good exit, but that BAR move across on me, and it's ruined that lap time, and it couldn't have come at a worse time because the track has just dried out. So you know, it was something that probably affected me getting a really good time, because as you can see we got rain again as I go past that Minardi into the Senna chicane. You can carry so much speed through there if you just got to put your foot down, as we're over a second up on the Jacques Villeneuve as we go into the stadium. So very tricky section on this game because you run so little downforce, and with the wet weather not really helping out, to go through the hairpin bend into the final two corners. Still very slippery, so don't have the full confidence to push this car as hard as possible as we run a little bit wide in the final corner, but we will take provisional pole from Jacques Villeneuve. But we're going to skip to later in qualifying, and it is completely dried out as I cross over the line at the end of sector 2, nearly a second up. But this is where I'm going to make a lot of time here, because you can just commit so much speed into that right hander with the track being dried out, into the hairpin, losing a bit of time, ran a little bit wide but still carry good speed. We go through that little chicane into the final two corners, just able to carry so much more speed, and we're going to absolutely smash our previous lap time by over 3 seconds, and we'll go over to Murray Walker and the grid.
Is on pole. Next to him, Mika Hakkinen. Sitting in the grid, third slot, David Coulthard. In fourth, Jonah Lacey. Fifth place for Eddie Irvine. In sixth spot, Rubens Barrichello. Ralf Schumacher takes the seventh. Jacques Villeneuve is eighth. Ninth position for Giancarlo Fisichella. Alessandro Zanardi will start 10th. Mika Salo is 11th. Johnny Herbert sits in 12th place. Ricardo Zonta is in 13th place. Pedro Diniz takes 14th. 15th place for Marc Genet. 16th place for Jarno Trulli. 17th for Kuranosuke Takagi. In 18th is Pedro de la Rosa. Damon Hill starting 19th. It will be 20th for Alexander Wurz. Luca Badoer, he's 21st. Someone's got to start last. Today, it's Olivier Panis.
So fairly strong grid there at the top end, but on pole by over 3 seconds. So that just shows the importance of being out at the right time on the dry tyres. But still got such a long way to go. I'm just going to skip it straight to the red lights. So an okay reaction by myself, but the McLaren just gets an absolutely perfect launch as we go through the first corner up to the Jim Kart chicane. And I look behind me, and it'd be Jean Lacey in third place in the Sauber. He's had a fantastic start. He always was a bit of a demon starter. If we go towards the first chicane, so it'll be Mika Hakkinen for myself who will be third. It looked like Eddie Irvine there almost took me out, which put me off a little bit, but managed to retain second place as we go towards the second chicane. Mika Hakkinen got a good healthy lead as we go into the downhill braking. but I've got a much better ride in. Might have a look around the outside, but I could see he was closing the door there, so I thought better of it. But I'm in this slipstream here, so I should hopefully get an easy pass to get into the lead as he goes a little bit defensive, but that overspeed from the slipstream has got us into an easy lead as we go through the centre chicane. Heading back down towards the stadium for the first time, so just going to absolutely throw this car into this corner here. It's got fairly good grip on the wet tyres, into the hairpin, so much better than my qualifying lap, so it's a bit of a shame I didn't do that sort of driving on my fast laps. Go through the final two corners and going to go over the start finish line, so it'll be myself from Mika Hakkinen. I believe it'll be Eddie Irvine that's in third. No, it's David Coulthard, then Eddie Irvine. Rubens Barrichello is fifth. Jean Alesi is the last of the point scorers. So going into this race, I thought if it was going to be dry, it should be an easy win for myself, but I wasn't 100% sure with the wet weather because anything could happen. But it turned out to be a race where I was just able to pull away from the AI, as I skipped to lap 17 here, and believe it or not, that's actually Rubens Barrichello. I've skipped out quite a lot of lapping here. Rubens Barrichello is in the points. That's just how much more speed I had over the AI as we get past into the stadium. A little bit of contact there, but no big deal. But will he come up our inside into the hairpin? Yes, he does. So Rubens Barrichello really not wanting to go a lap down here, and it was actually to be quite a bit more crucial than what I realised with lapping the back markers, because up ahead is Damon Hill, just breeze past him there, just able to carry so much speed through the chicane. But coming up soon was to be Eddie Irvine in the Ferrari, as I overtake Damon Hill again. I'm not sure what's happened there. So there we go, there's Eddie Irvine there. Now I actually did struggle to get past him, and it actually turned out to be really crucial that I didn't pass him, because had I got in front of him I could have really screwed with his race, as we'll see in a few moments. So not able to get past him into the chicane, but we'll move on a bit here. We've got a yellow flag, one of the arrows is broken down in the stadium. That's Eddie Irvine still in front of me, and I wasn't able to put him a lap down, which, as you can see, has played beautifully into Eddie Irvine's hand, because I wasn't able to put him the lap down. I could have really screwed with his race there to go into the pit lane, because it was myself from the two McLarens, then Eddie Irvine. Had I put him a lap down, he would not have had a good result here. But coming from my first pit stop on lap 23, I was due a pit stop anyway. Safety car came out at just the right time. So as we leave the pit lane, we catch up to the safety car, and you know, just wait until it comes in, get it underway, try and lap the field like we did in Canada. But with Eddie Irvine staying behind me after the safety car came out, I couldn't screw with his race, because he's still got a chance of getting a strong second place finish here, whereas if I lapped him, he would have been in the lower points. So race is back underway, so safety car has come in, so still got my healthy lead, because the McLarens actually didn't get round to the back of the queue. It took, I was that far ahead. So to lap 27, trying to lap Eddie Irvine. Made a little bit of contact, but trying to lap him here, so we have got him that lap down, but he's still fairly close to the McLarens as we skip to lap 28. So this is either David Coulthard or Mika Hakkinen. I'm just trying to look on my tiny little screen here, I can't see which one it is. I believe it might be David Coulthard. As we go past McLaren, there's just one more car to overtake, and then we've lapped the entire field. So going through the centre chicane on lap 29, and there we go, we have lapped the field, so that looked like it was DC there. We go into the stadium, and all we'll have to do at this point here is just bring the car home. Just don't get involved in any silly collisions or anything like that. This is an easy 10 points. We go through the final 2 corners, just running a slight bit wide, nearly got unlapped by the McLaren, but we stayed ahead. We go over the start finish line, we'll get the top classifications at the end of lap 29. So here it comes up on the screen. So it's myself from Coulthard, Hakkinen, Irvine and Hill, all a lap down. But the one person who I don't want getting a good result is Eddie Irvine, because if he's down in the points order, we can close up to him massively. As we go to lap 33 here, and the track has completely dried out. It's time for dry tyres. So we've dominated the race on the wet tyres. We gained a lap lead. Coming in for dry tyres. Should be able to keep that pace up with the dry tyres and maintain this lead. So back underway again. So we'll have to lap some of the leaders again. Just an unfortunate part of having a pit stop, but always be on the right tyres at the right time, as Martin Brundle would say in the commentary. So just lapping the leaders again. They're staying on the wet tyres. That has actually started raining again. Just as I changed the dry tyres, it's gone back to wet, but there's enough grip on these dry tyres. I can just keep going. So just having a bit of trouble lapping the McLaren there, but no big deal. Try and get past them into the first corner. Not as sharp, you know. Today's first corner is very sharp as we're in the slipstream here of the Williams and the McLaren, and easily put them a lap down. We're going towards the first chicane, so I've got another bit of lap traffic. Just got to be careful here, because I do try and throw one up the inside, but then I've just thought better of it. I can't afford to throw these points away. Best way of doing this race. Just stay behind him, don't do anything stupid, win the race, go from there. As we're now heading towards the Ost curve. Again, still having a bit of trouble getting past this Sauber. It is one of those. It is one of those things on this game. You don't want to be hanging around back markers, because sometimes they will do something stupid. You just want to get past them. But at the same time, I don't want to take the risk, so I've ended up shortcutting the first chicane just to avoid them. So that was the last of the action really. So we go to lap 45, the final lap, into the stadium. Just got 2 more corners to go, and that'll be an easy 10 points. It'll be my 3rd win of the season. In fact, I'm not even going to do the last corner. I'm so far ahead, I'm going to pull into the pit lane just to show a bit of disrespect to the other drivers. We've crossed the start-finish line there, and I have won the Grand Prix. So in a time of 1 hour, 5 minutes and 41 seconds, that's how quick this race went. I finished 1st, Coulthard 2nd, Hakkinen 3rd, Irvine 4th, Damon Hill was 5th, and Rubens Barrichello was 6th. So probably the best result I could have hoped for, seeing as Irvine didn't retire, because I didn't see him finishing outside the points. So we'll see what that's done to the championship now. So Irvine has 57 points in the lead. I've closed to within 9. So I'm on 48 in 2nd. Hakkinen's 3rd with 41. Schumacher not a part of the race, but still retains his 4th place with 28. DC's just 1 point behind. Rubens Barrichello's got 14, followed by Hill with 13. Ralf Schumacher's got 12. So a fantastic little battle there for 6th place in the championship. Jacques Villeneuve has 6. Salo has 5. Alesi has 3. Herbert, Fisichella both have 2. Zanardi and Zonta both have a point. The constructors, so Ferrari have 87 points, so still a healthy lead over McLaren, although McLaren did have a good gain over Ferrari. Jordan is 3rd with 61. Stewart has 16. Williams have 13, BAR have 10, and Sauber and Benetton have 3 and 2 respectively. So next round is at the Hungaroring in Hungary. I like the track on the game, but the AI is so OP on this track. I can remember many years ago, and it might still be the case, that they would do sub 1 minute lap times on that circuit. So who knows what's going to happen at that round. If I can get a good result, I'll take that. But as I said, where they've set sub 1 minute lap times, if they end up doing that, I might not get anything from this race. So I hope you all enjoyed. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit that little notification bell, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you all next time.